Yeah. Oops. Okay.
We are going live on YouTube now. Good morning, everyone on Zoom and YouTube. We should get going shortly. Just wanted to say hello and good morning.
Hola Ale, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo va Ale? ¿Bien? Bien. El pelo crece, ¿viste? Sí.
Good morning, Heyment. Good morning, Susanna. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Carmen. And good morning again to everyone on YouTube. Good morning, Jennifer. Just so everyone knows, Geshe has arrived, but he's getting out of the car and will likely circumambulate around the stupa. Geshe has arrived.
Okay, we'll begin our morning prayers. If you have the gold prayer book in the Gampa, we're on page 34, and we'll begin with the Shakyamuni Buddha mantra. O Tayata Mune Mune Maha Munaye Soha Tayata Mune Mune Maha Munaye Soha Tayata Mune Mune Maha Munaye Soha. And now also on page 34, the Medicine Buddha stanza and mantra. Bhagawan, with equal compassion for all, whose name, when merely heard, dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispeller of disease and the three poisons, I prostrate to Medicine Buddha lapis light. Jayata Om Bekanse, Maha Bekanse, Raja Samudgate Soha. 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 Now we have the four immeasurables, and we'll do, let's do it twice in English or Espanol, and then once in Tibetan. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. Sem chen tam che de wa dong de wei gu dong den pa gyur chi du ngao dang du ngao gi gyu dang drel war gyur chig du ngao me pe de wa dang mi drel war gyur chig nie ring chang dang ni zhang drel wei tang yong la ne par gyur chig. And now on page 37 in the Gold Prayer Book, we'll say the Chenrezig verse of praise and mantra, and then the Green Tara verse of praise and mantra. Not veiled by any fault, white in color, whose head a perfect Buddha crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings, Chiu Chenrezig, all-seeing one, I prostrate. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Tare liberates from psychic existence. Tu Tare liberates from the 8 fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. 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 And then in the Gold Prayer Book on page 34 is Refuge in Bodhicitta. Geshe will lead us in that.
Sanje choda tsoje chonam chanjo dagi chushe jebe se namje andola penje sanjo Sanje choda tsoje chonam la chanjo mano nane dagi chushe jebe se namje andola Sanje choda tsoje chonam la chanjo Dagi chushe jebe se namje andola penje la da la me me da me ya ji ya ma da ja ja la so che che chong lo chang wa cha ma na ma san che so ra ram da shi jin de we ji ja di da ra shi je ya tam pe chun je chin den de shi na ma la ye ke da lo da de je ge te ma da na me ke da lo wa kun je na ma che da tam je ke don da ge che de no kang ge do ze ne so ne ta wa tam je ma me je tam pe chun ne de za ma go dam da ma cha ze which one? Maybe this one. Good morning. Good morning. Maybe all my friends on Zoom, different one. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning. Thank you, Alejandra, to translating people in Patagonia. Oh yeah. Today, going to read. Okay, now bringing this book. 2 Sundays in a row, never read. Just go maybe before. We should do maybe short meditation. So short meditation. So what is it? The mind settle into the peace, or maybe mind settle into happiness. I'm not sure what is the difference. What is the difference between mind settling in peace or happiness? So you figure it out, okay? Yeah, mind settling peace or happiness. One thought is better than many thoughts. If we are worrying about the mind settling into peace, in that regard, one thought is better than many thoughts. Better. According to Buddhist teaching, Buddhist philosophy, that's how mind settle into peace. Manage to have just one thought. One thought. Single pointed meditation or concentration meditations, concentrating on one single object. That's how mind settle into peace. I'm not asking you to believe, but to analyze. Is that true or not? Analyze. How to analyze and try to meditate. So then you will find out. Okay. So here now, don't think a thing you are thinking about at the moment. Don't think a thing you are thinking about. That's how I'm going to start the meditation. Don't think a thing you are thinking about. Focus on that absence of that thought. Focus on that absence of that thought, whatever that thought might be. Maybe thinking about chocolate chip cookie from Whole Food, or maybe whatever that thought might be. Don't think, then focus on the absence of that. No worries, no concern, no expectations, just to be, and try to place all your energy, attentions onto that. Absence of first, don't think a thing you are thinking about, then focus on absence of that. Just tell yourself, don't think a thing that you are thinking about. That's how you guide. Then focus on the absence of that, okay? Nothing to analyze, nothing to judge, nothing to find. Just focus. During these meditations, if thoughts rise, don't fight, simply recognize them. During this meditation, if some of the thoughts act like the bird that's been trapped in the cage in the middle of the oceans inside the ship, some of the thoughts act like the bird that's been trapped in the cage on the ship, middle of the oceans, just release them. Just release them. Like you would release the bird. Just release them. Don't fight. Eventually the bird realized there's nowhere to land. Will come back to the boat, meaning that you come back to your meditation, same thing. This meditation should not have any stress, physically, mentally. This meditation should be like big bird gliding in the sky. Not flipping the wings, just gliding in the sky. Once a while, then you flip your wing, then glide, like that. Constant effort is not needed, needs to be very natural. How to focus on that absence of thought, how to focus, like child, baby, looking at a thing. Nothing to analyze, nothing to judge, see as it is. This is a very powerful method for the first-time meditator to succeed. Looking at the absence of thought, like baby looking at things, nothing to analyze, nothing to judge, just see as it is. eventually your meditation on your awareness become like still, clear water. No murky, still, clear water. Your meditation or your awareness become like that. That is the result. Oh, yeah. I think that's enough meditation. Oh yeah. See, someday chishis, someday concentrations. Sanskrit is called samadhi, concentrations. Someday chishi, shi means peace. That's how mind settles into peace, by focus, concentrations. You think it's possible to concentrate? It is possible to concentrate? I'm not saying it's easy, it's not a piece of cake. The question is possible, it is possible. Sometimes, how is about like freedom from problems? Oh, require wisdom, wisdom. Not just mere faith. It requires wisdom. Wisdom generated by studying, reading, wisdom generated by thinking, wisdom generated by deep thinking. Oh, that's how you liberate. That's how you liberate yourself from the complications. Struggle, complication, stress, pain, anxiety, fear. Wisdom is very much needed, not just mere faith. Uh, mm, so Someday chichi lo yi troll means liberations, liberate. Lo refers to wisdom. Wisdom liberates. Is that true? No, need to analyze because we have this marvelous brain. You can read, you can think, you can analyze. Need to analyze, okay? So now read something from this book. I teach mindfulness, but I don't have mindfulness. So last Wednesday, right book in the bookcase, I took it out, put it this, brought the wrong book. So this is the right book for the Sunday, right book. It's not the wrong one. So then if there's questions, then we'll do after this, okay? It's almost now finished. Remember the title?
The joy of the book, Geshe?
Yeah, the title of the subject.
Oh, I think we left off talking about bodhicitta. And there's a couple of sentences that says compassion focusing on sentient beings and wisdom focusing on enlightenment.
Okay, so this is commentaries from His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama, commentaries. Based on like books that's been written around 8th centuries by Indian master called Shantideva, Shivala. So the chapter that I'm reading is like Chanjuk Isem, Changchup, body in Sanskrit, body. Changchup means fully enlightenment. Same is mind that wish for fully enlightenment for yourself and for every living being on this planet. So that's bodhicitta. A very, very powerful mind, and it's not that easy to develop, but certainly there's hope you could develop. This is the kind of mind is worthwhile to try to develop, because this mind will bring you to happiness, and it will help you to overcome from all the sadness and all the problems. According to Shantideva, that's what Shantideva said. Teve chonga kunsewe, chonga cho, sadness. Ngal means complication, problems, difficulties. Kun means all, sel means eliminate. Teve chonga kunsewe, chanju semji tashunes. So bodhicitta is like a horse, very powerful horse. If you manage to ride that horse will bring you to happiness. Tewe chonga kunsewe chanju semji tashunes. Then they want to wala semye sushik julu. Semye means if someone who possess awareness. So then why you discouraged to ride this horse? Why you discouraged? So this is, it's not just religious business. This is very practical level. Unfortunately in the West that you don't put so much emphasis on the power of loving kindness, compassion, altruistic attitude, intentions. Maybe we're missing something very important here. We are not educated to think about love is a very important part of your life, or kindness is a very important part of your life. Caring, or respecting, or worrying about the well-being of other living beings. These are important qualities to have. It's not, life is not just about making money. Then life becomes very dry, like desert. Nothing good quality grow is like desert. It's become very dry, So then when you face the problems, you have very little solutions to overcome. In the first place, you don't understood. You may have wrong idea. Oh, human should be perfect. Oh, there's nothing perfect. Nothing is perfect unless you liberate. Unless you liberate yourself, there's nothing is perfect. This body is full of complications. The thought that we have a lot of complications. Everything, relationship, friendship, everything is come to the complications. So, in order to survive yourself well enough into this complication environment, you need bodhicitta, you need altruistic attitude, you need love, you need compassion, you need bodhicitta. Then they will take care of your life. The best, organic, authentic, the best. You don't need to pay anything. It's free. It's 100% free. So another thing. Just think. Take a moment, sit back, breathe, and think. Think like, am I happy? Everything has reason. It's not that nothing just happened like this. It's just your idea. Nothing just happened like that. Everything happened based on the process, conditions. That's how things happens. Many different way of saying that one hand doesn't make noise. No, how the it takes two to tango. Takes two to tango. So like we just say word, not my substance. We just say all kind of words. What goes around comes around. All of that. What it means. What it means for you means I just say. I don't know what it means. And that. What is the situation now? What is the situations based on yourself, based on other being? Dunga tamuts and meditations. Nobody regard this. You consider yourself a religious person, believer, atheist, agnostic, not believer, doesn't matter. We all have feelings. We all have awareness. We think, we move, we talk. In that regard, same thing. Or doesn't mean, if you are a religious person, then you talk, you think. If you are not a religious person, you don't think. It's not like that. Everybody thinks. Everybody has feelings. That's the fact. It's nothing to do with religion. That's the fact. Based on that structures, the very existence, our existence, Dunga meditations. Nobody wants even the slightest problem. Is that true? Just ask. You can ask, do you believe in Buddhism? People say, I don't believe in anything. That's fine. There's nothing wrong. If you ask them, are you looking for suffering? What will they say? Without question, without thinking, they will say, no. That is the fact. In that regard, you and that person, same thing. You don't want, they don't want. When it comes down on happiness, are you content, satisfied? Maybe answer is no. If you ask somebody else, are they content? No, probably. That is the fact. There's not Buddhism, there's not Christianity, it's just fact. Dunga tamutsam meditation dela name chum da dang you, da means you, shame is other, cheba yum, da shana cheba yum is. Cheba distinguish or differentiate differentiations? There's none. There's none. If you think there is, that's just your idea. How to prove my idea is wrong? Ask them, ask. Then you'll find out. You don't have to believe, just ask. Therefore, if they based on that fact, wish something positive for others, you get benefit. Is that true? I'm not asking you to believe. Is that true? Analyze. Being kind is, if you consider being kind as a weakness, then that's not wisdom, that's ignorance. Being kind, how people can become closer, how animals become closer to you. Being kind, being kind. As I say, like squirrel in your backyard. How did we become close to you? You've been kind to them. Kindness drives, produce trust. That's how the squirrel come closer and closer, closer. Eventually, pick nuts from your hand. Never happened before. How that happens? Because squirrel realize that you are not going to harm them. That's why they trust you, that they come close to you. They have no religion, they have no school, they have no education, but they know. Being kind, so that has power. The compassion is not weakness, it's power. It's power. Then you reach to the point that you have so much courage in your mind stream, in your heart. You have so much courage that you feel like that you can, now you fully realize that walking, dedicating your life, rest of your life, mentally, spiritually, mentally, dedicated for your life, rest of your life is for the betterment of living beings, well-being of living beings. Oh, that you never feel lonely, never ever feel lonely, never ever feel lonely. Oh, so there you are always, deep down, you always have peace. Deep down, you always have peace because this produces so much energies in your heart. That's called bodhicitta. Okay, that's the bodhicitta. If you wonder bodhicitta. Always think, like, maybe like this, maybe this is not the best method to achieve happiness. Always, everything has to about me. Everything has to be about me. How you can survive? Impossible. Everybody thinking the same thing. You are just taking, not sharing, not giving anything, zero. How you think that you are going to achieve happiness? Impossible. Impossible. Or maybe being part of someone else's happiness, or maybe at least you have some peace. Getting jealous of someone's happiness. What do you get? Nothing. Why we do? I don't know. It's unfortunate things. So giving is good things. Giving love, kindness. People feel good. People feel good. When you say, oh, you look so beautiful, people feel good. When you say, oh, you look so ugly, nobody appreciates. Nobody appreciates. That's not how you become closer to somebody else. This is nothing to religious belief. It's just a fact. So, Rani Chebar Zumbi Chone de Mide Dunga Chebi Jutones, Rani Chebar Zumbi Chone de so. Chone is a chronic disease. Chronic disease. Chronic disease. One time I've been teaching class with Robert Thurman, Professor Robert Thurman, who is the father of Uma Thurman. This is Uma Thurman's father. We are teaching, so we are sitting together, teaching the class same the 5 minutes, then I 5 minutes me, then 5 minutes him. So then I've been teaching this kind of like mind-tuning text. And my pronunciation, my English is not that great. My pronunciation is even worse. So then I've been saying like chronic disease, like the self unreasonable, self-centered attitude is like chronic disease. Then he he has like one eye is like not eye, it's like what do you call?
Glass eye.
It's a glass, it's not eye, it looks like eye, it's not eye. Then he has one eye. Look at me very scareful, like losing. And I say, is there something wrong? He says, Krishna, what do you say, sir? I said, chronic disease. Krishna, you should not say that. Then he keep hearing that I'm saying calling Jesus. Calling Jesus. That's why he's saying like self-centered mind is like calling Jesus. So that he correct me. So that's it's not his problem, it's my problem because my pronunciation is not that great. So Rani Cheba Zumbi Chongni, please something to think. I'm not asking you to believe anything at all. I'm just quoting what has been said thousands of years ago. Is there some truth in there? Is there some truth in there? So uptight, what I need, so uptight, everything's piles on that, what I need, everything is so uptight. Does this sound like more like chronic disease, or that's why you're not feeling good? Time to analyze. I'm not asking you to believe. That's why everything becomes so like problematic. Is there too time to analyze? If you become like that, so then you become very vulnerable, not venerable, vulnerable for everything. Need like Texas, need to think big, not just wear a big hat. Need to think big, very big. You think big. Look at the thing from the bigger point of view, not just like narrow down. Sim. That's how it sounds like bodhicitta in Tibetan. Sim, mind. Ki means make it bigger. If somebody come here and knock down this is considered as a holy object. Somebody say, what is this here? Just knock down. Need to look at the situation from the bigger mind. What's the benefit? You will be protected. Your peace of mind will be protected if you look at from the bigger pictures. So every situations that we face, how to let it go? If somebody knocked down my like favorite glass cup that I dearly love. That's how you say it in English-speaking countries. You say, I love so much my cup. I'm not sure what that really means. Like I love so much my cup. So somebody come here, accidentally knock it down. How you feel? Oh, my peace of mind, my peace of mind and the glass, which one's more important? There's a risk that you could go out of your mind, makes everyone unhappy, uncomfortable because of what? Because of this glass. Easy to say, let it go. It's not the practical is not that easy. Let it go. Need to have some understanding, some knowledge. Impermanent. So there's a way to move on and let go. Require better understanding of what is impermanent that helps you to move on, let it go. Not big deal, everything, all of this that you enjoy great, all of this. Mite means like say, tempo means firm and steady and firm. Idea, this should be here forever. Nothing is going to be forever. Nothing, including yourself. That one who's thinking like that, Nothing is going to be forever. Tsewang Kuchupaya Midenchin. Tsewang refers to the very powerful, like God in celestial realms, has so much wealth. Even then, it will only matter of it will disappear. It helps. It helps. Tsewang Kuchupaya Midenchin. You say this word, then you pause and think. Is that true? Yeah, that's very true. Nothing lasts forever. Why you hold on? There's not only way to enjoy. You can enjoy without holding on so tightly on something. If you don't hold on tightly on something, you cannot enjoy. Not true. Not true. Not true. When you go to holiday, some part of the world, you can stay in a 5-star hotel in very little money. You enjoy, but you don't hold on. You know you have to leave this place. You don't own that. So that we do enjoy certain things without holding tightly on. Why this life becomes so full of stress? How many stress they generated by physical body? Just examine very little. How many stress they generated by thought, by thinking? So that can be solved by thinking because it's just part of the thought. That stress needs to solve through thinking, deep thinking. We are all capable. We are all fully capable to liberate ourselves from all these problems, complications. Rani chebar zumbi chongne de mide dunga chebe jutunes. The text what it says Rani chebar zumbi chongne means chronic disease, not calling disease. Not calling Jesus like chronic disease. Calling chronic disease. Rani chebar Rani you, I myself. Chebar means like so like everything has to about me. Everything has about me, like always me. So that kind of attitude, is that like chronic disease? Please analyze. Okay, analyze. Time to analyze. I'm not asking you to believe, just analyze. Midye means undesirable problems. Undesirable problem. That is the cause for undesirable problem that you face. Is that true? Analyze. So now how to loosen up, expand. In thinking, expand, thinking. Need to think a little bit, need to get out of that. Can stuck there, you are not going to feel good because it's like not just disease, it's like chronic disease. It needs to be healed. How to heal? Developing altruistic attitude. Just think a little bit about happiness for other person. Just think a little bit about happiness for your friends. Don't just think about yourself. Just think a little bit about your happiness for your friends, your wife, your husband, your family, your neighbor, a little bit. Maybe there's a way to ease the stress, anxiety, not trusting, all of that. Maybe that's a way to ease. So that is the bodhicitta. Okay, this is the chapter here, the bodhicitta. Bodhicitta, that's the chapter. So now, yeah, we have still time. That's what we need. Kindness, that's all. It's easy to say, but not that easy to develop. Kindness. So you need to understand. It's not that, then if you don't believe in religion, that's okay, so why is it important? Because you're being kind. You will have you enjoy your life better. You'll enjoy more. You have more friends because you are kind, generous. If something goes beyond this life, it's going to be a good one. Nothing to worry. Nothing to worry. or that is the bodhicitta. So the new call is oh, you remember where I stopped?
Yeah, I think we stopped at the part that says, when we cultivate the noble awakening mind, wishing to achieve enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings, augmented by the knowledge that enlightenment can be achieved, it becomes a wonderful and courageous mind.
So this was so I'm kind of lost here. Maybe for read from here. Sanje je kombatom na nyambi chanju je sim sambo de ranju la checkups. Once you manage to develop this mind in your mind stream, sanje je komba de tobru yimbo tobi loshi ki toche na. So then finally you realize there is possibilities that you could achieve full enlightenment. Oh, no, I can't achieve full enlightenment because I'm so and so, I have this problem, that problems, or I'm not worth it, my life has no meaning, my life has no meaning, no purpose, all of that. I think not good, not good. So see, in Tantra practice, why you visualize yourself as Tara? Why you do that? Why you visualize yourself as Tara? Why you do that? Because in order to succeed in Tantra practice, you have to get rid of this sense of normality. Normality, oh, I'm ordinary, I have this problem, that problem, this problem, you are not going to succeed. That's why you generate yourself a divine being, divine being. According to Sutrayana path, the very beginning, the second topic, there's teaching called Lam Rim. Lam is the path, Rim is the stages of the path. So in that text, second most important topic, not the first one, second, begin with the precious human life. How often you thought that your life is precious? How often you thought that your life has no meaning, worthless, with all kinds of problems? There's no how you begin spiritual journey. You begin with the spiritual journey with thinking something positive about your life, precious human life. I'm not making this up. Precious human life. Lenjik, samshik nyebe tanjodis. Lenjik, samshik nyebe tanjodis. I have no clue how I become human. I have no clue. Nyeka, so difficult to find. Is that true? Analyze. Lenjik, samshik nyebe tanjodis. Nyeka, nudu jigs could slip through your hand by doing nothing. Yeah, I have ideas. So it's not going to be today. Maybe it's not going to be tomorrow. Next year, we make a lot of plan. Nothing wrong. You could make plan. You should make plan. But reality, clueless. Am I going to be here tomorrow? I'm not saying that you are clueless. I'm clueless. I have no clue. Things happen. Things happen certainly things happen. Nyeka, so difficult to find. Is that true? It's so difficult to find? Nyudu jigbe, sultane, nyudu jigbe, easy to lose. So what we call in Buddhism, 9-point death meditations. This life is going to end. It's not like maybe or maybe not. It's not like that. Definitely, this life is going to end. There's no discussions. There's no debate. It's going to end. When? I don't know. If I know, maybe like 2023, maybe 2065. I will party all the time. I have no clue. This will end, definite. There's nothing to discuss. Based on what religion doesn't matter. Based on no religion, it's the same thing. It's not going to change. The fact is not going to change. It's definite. When is it going to happen? No, no. What happened after that happened? What happened? What goes beyond that? What goes? This? No, you can't take. This body become corpse. That's the fact. You can, if you cannot take this body so being so attached, how you think you can take something else? Nothing. What is that? Fact. Fact. So be happy. Be happy. This is going to end. Be happy. Don't be miserable. Be happy. When? You can't wait for tomorrow. Now, right now, this moment. Just do that. Just do that. Why? That's the only thing that matters after death. Nothing else. Therefore, just do that. Just do that. Do that because this is going to end. Don't be just miserable. Try to cheer up by thinking. Meditation means thinking. Meditation means thinking. Nothing, the fancy word. It means thinking. That's all. It doesn't mean like sit like chicken like this all day long. Look very serious like. If you're not thinking, you need to think. So analytical meditations, review meditation, then single-pointed meditations. So think, read, analyze, think, deep think. Oh, that's the way to go. So, precious human life. How often I wake up in the morning with that thought, oh, my life is so precious. How many times you wake up in the morning that you feel better about yourself? It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Oh, precious human life. Precious human life. Something to meditate. So then, so now then eventually you realize that you have, or maybe I did something wrong, or what I should do. You can't just stick with that feeling and do nothing. According to Buddhism, what you do, you purify them, purify. Now the question, is it possible to purify? It is possible to purify. It's possible to purify? Meaning that you feel bad, we all do. Certain level, certain time, we all feel something to feel bad about. How you overcome from there, how you overcome? Is it possible to overcome or no? All my friends at Zoom, what do you think? Is it possible to overcome from our bad feeling or no? Something to think about, something to think about. Nothing is perfect, nothing is perfect. Everyone make mistake. Yesterday, I think day before yesterday, I'm talking to some of the center member here, but she teaching like discovering Buddhism at here, the center. She told me something very interesting, like there's like flowers. I don't remember the name. It kind of create the wines.
A vine?
Huh?
A vine?
It's kind of like there's a specific name I don't remember. She said there's like some kind of conversation going on radio. One person is probably like has that flower, saying that flower doesn't grow. Another person on other end saying this flower, if you put too much care, or maybe that flower needs to go to some dirty place, and that suggests like need to cut. And the flower does better. What is the name?
Pruning?
I don't know, so the flower. So interesting, that it's not in the Buddha's teaching, somebody's just talking on the radio, it's not in the teachings. So now When you look at the teaching of Four Noble Truth, the first one is truth of suffering. Why Buddha begin with the truth of suffering? Why? Now you understand a little bit, freedom from suffering. First, you need to understand the nature of suffering. Otherwise, there will be no liberation from suffering. Suffering needs to be understood very clearly. So that's the reason. So like some people think, oh, maybe like thinking of suffering is not good. Like, yeah, it is for liberation. It's for liberation. So, 다 되네 대니에서 랑주지 닝도 된데 삼롱 모사친시 지도 주지예요. Aiming for your fully enlightenment, that kind of like the mindset, and that mindset has a power. That's what His Holiness says, 주지예요. 다둥 잠재라 랑시지 마투바 또베 셰랍지 토다 제세 제바시보요. So now 잠재, 참 love, 제 compassion. Just two words, 잠재, love and compassion. Love and compassion. Here, according to Buddhist philosophy, the definition of love, if someone is struggling to, someone is looking for something to achieve happiness, so then you help that person or maybe beings to achieve that. That's the definition of love. It's not like, that's why I say, I love my cup. I'm not sure what that really means. Cup is not looking for something to achieve happiness. I'm not sure what that means. Like, but people say, like, according to Buddhist philosophy, I love means you're looking for something to feel good. So then you help to get that for that person. Then you could say, I love. That's called chamba, this love. Sewa, ninje, compassions, definitions. You see somebody's like going through difficulties. Difficulty, according to Buddhist philosophy, is much deeper than difficulty that we experience. It's much, much deeper. So anyway, you see somebody's going through some difficulties, then you sympathize, then you help, not necessarily looking for something to achieve, just struggling some difficulties. So then you help that beings to overcome from their suffering. So that's called compassion. So so you need to see, if you see someone like very happy, very successful, it's impossible to generate compassion. You can't generate compassion. The object has to struggle for something. So then you sympathize. That's the definition of compassion. So that's called 잠재, 다둥 잠재라 랑시지 마추바 또베 셰랍지 랑시지 마추바 또베 랑시지 마추바 랑시 nature. This doesn't become prayer by nature, When you buy a house, your office doesn't naturally become your office. You choose one room, then you call it your office. So then after that room becomes your office. It's not like that. The moment you buy a house, that room becomes your office. It's not like that. Everything else is just you call, then that's how things become. But there's order. You can't just call, this is like chocolate chip cookie. This is not chocolate chip cookie. There's no base for chocolate chip cookie. This is called prayer. So that Rangshiji Machuba. Rangshiji Tu means it just happened naturally. It just happened. This object become prayer by nature. Not like that. Oh, my pain, my anxiety, my stress, it just become like stress. Maybe it's not. Rangshiji Machuba. So we had discussion last Sunday. We have discussion. So how we see things, something inherent. That's why we have a lot of discussions. So like, yeah. So for example, like I'm going through so much struggle. I'm that. So like, but so if you ask yourself a question like, how you define that? How you define self? How you define self? So then you use your idea of self. Where that's where it is located. Where? On the hair, eyebrow, nose, eye, ear. You just meditate. What are you doing? I'm meditating. What kind of meditation? I'm looking for self. I'm trying to identify self. I was just wondering, am I my hair? Am I my eye? Am I my head? Am I my nose? Am I my teeth? I'm just wondering, just looking for self. Then you do. Finish everything outside, finish, done. All, you scan through all the outside, finish. Could not find. Does that mean it doesn't exist? It does exist because you are the one who's doing it. So now you go inside, liver, lung, all of that. What you reach, what conclusions you reach, what you find. During the analysis, what you find. Where's like Sherry, or maybe in the library, go there, no, there's no Sherry, there's no Sherry here. What you find? You find absence of Sherry. If you're looking for Sherry. So now what you found? Absence of your idea, your version, absence of your version of self. Not absence of self cannot be found because it doesn't exist. Because absence is present. It's absence of self, it doesn't exist. Therefore, you cannot find. Now, what you find? You find the absence of your version of self. That's what you find. So now, as a inherent self, that's our idea. Inherent, naturally existing self. That's kind of dismantled. So now what you found is you found the absence of that. So in that absence, do you see the presence of self? Do you see the presence of self in the absence of, not absence of self, absence of your version of self? Did you see the present? Am I making sense? Did you find the presence of self in the absence of your version of self? Oh, that's what it means here. That's exactly what it means. Rangiji, Chamze la Rangiji Madhve. So now I will stop here. Time ran out. Maybe next Sunday. So I did read a few lines here. Yeah, so next Sunday. Let's go. Maybe one second. So whenever Tenzin Lamo, your friend, what the kind of language they use for emptiness, shunyata, would you mind to share? So that's like, word emptiness. Shunyata, there's a Sanskrit word, shun means, I thought it means peace. So then turns out that talking to someone who speaks fluent Hindi said like shun means zero. Shunyata. I thought like shun means like peace. In if you go to Nepal, so they still use this word shun means peace. So then she said it's not shun is not peace, it's like zero. Shunyata. shunyata. Just zero, I'm not sure. That's the word that you use. That's the word I've been using, because when I say emptiness, I don't get any message. When I say prayer will, I have some idea, oh, this is the prayer will. So I don't get that kind of idea. When I say emptiness, I don't get any idea. So that's why I use this word shunyata. So when 1 second, please bear with me a few minutes. What your friend used like word?
Yes, Geshe-la. My friend's a scholar and a meditator and has studied, and I wrote to her and tried to convey what you had been saying. And she said, yes, for her to, the word in Tibetan Tompanyi means it means there is something there. And she said, for her, it means devoid. It's devoid, but it's devoid of something. So for her, in her own personal practice, she uses the word limitlessness. In emptiness, what's translated as emptiness, there's no limit. And maybe boundlessness, to give the sense of being devoid of any form, right? Devoid of any restriction.
Yeah.
I hope I made that clear. Sorry.
Yes, very good. So this is the problem with the English language, not Tibetan language. Right. Tibetan, we have no problems. Sorry, but we say, I'm sorry, that's truth. So Tibetan words we say like Tongpanyi, Chuni, Tongpanyi, Tishini, same synonym. We don't, Tongpanyi is something very profound. It's not just nothingness. Like absence, present, same thing. Right now, when I think of present, I lose the idea of absence. When I focus on the absence of the idea, I lose the present. It means same thing. Doesn't make any sense at all. Absence, present, maybe a little bit too dramatic, a little bit too extreme. So how to figure it out? My idea of prayer will, what is your idea of prayer will? Can you find? Same, self, my idea of self, my idea of pain, fear, anxiety, stress. Analyze, pinpoint. My beautiful car, like a beautiful brand new car I just bought. Your vision of idea of your car. When you take all the part, put it there. It's all there. It's not go anywhere. All there. Did you see? You don't see your car. What do you see? You see the absence of your car, but you don't see the presence of your car. You see the absence of your car, but you don't see the presence of your car. It's there. It's there. It's not the way, it doesn't exist the way you think. It exists. It's not gone. It's not gone. It's there. It's there. But you see the wheels here, the old engines there. It's all there. So now your versions of car is like all together. And when you're trying to find in the wheel, it's not there. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. That means it's gone. Something's gone. What is gone? Your idea of car, that's gone. That's not how the car exists. Same thing. Then apply. What's the benefit of doing this meditation? What's the benefit? Huh? No, let's go.
In Japanese, the word nai means absence or void. The Book of Five Rings by Samurai ends with, the void is, there is no evil in the void. That's the very end of the Book of Five Rings.
That's very good. There's no evil in void.
Yeah.
Oh. So, there's no evil in emptiness. There's no evil. Well said, well said. So, can you say this word with some clue? I am emptiness. Emptiness is me. I'm not different than emptiness. Emptiness is not different than me. When you say this, you have like some clue. Prayer will is emptiness. Emptiness is prayer will. Prayer will is emptiness. Oh, how? I don't understand. How? So there's no dualistic view. Oh, it's very, very, very much alive. Very much alive. So that, yeah, gentleman said, well, emptiness, there's no evil. There's no, oh, I'm like just naturally just bad. That's your idea. It's not fact. Emptiness. So therefore, just bear maybe 2 minutes. I will stop. I promise I will stop. 4 minutes. It's important. Om, Sanskrit word, how you guide meditation into limitlessness, voidlessness, or whatever that's your problem, that English language. So that you need to figure it out. What's the best word to use? Om, Ma, body, speech, mind. Om become Om. If you go to yoga, you are very familiar with this word. Om meaning body, speech, mind. Om. Sambhava, nature. Right now, nature is all mixed, maybe just negative. There's nothing pure. Om Sambhava, nature. Shuddha, pure. Didn't say impure, it's like pure. Om Sambhava Shuddha. Sarva Dhamma. Sarva, everything. Everything, you see, everything. Body, hair, nose, everything. Sambhava. Sarva Dharma. This Dharma is not Buddha Dharma, Sangha Dharma. It just means like phenomena. Sarva Dharma. Sambhava, again, nature. Shuddha, pure. Hum. You are saying basically that's me. Pure nature of body, speech, mind. Pure nature of everything that is me. Idea is to see Thakpa Ramjam just pure. Thakpa Ramjam just pure. Just pure. All the conventional level, this is all like illusions. Ultimate level, there's no evil. It's all pure. All pure. How is about this and that? These people fighting, saying all like the commenting, all of this is happening in the conventional reality. Ultimate reality, there's nothing evil. It's everything. So there's benefit and just pure. Tabaramjam. Just pure. Here, just pure. There, just pure. Everything just pure. Okay, or some other. So that's good. So I would end with that. That's a nice word to end. There's no evil, just pure. Yeah, so that's a good way to end. Just pure. Yeah, only 1 minute left. That's good.
Okay, in the Gold Prayer Book, page 246, I will say the dedication verses from Master Shantideva's Bodhicharyavatara. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. And now on page 244 for the long life prayers. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Awatari, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. And now the prayer for the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche, which is on the inside of the back cover of the Gold Prayer Book. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious ones, Shravakas and Pateka Buddhas, victorious Lozong, father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you are the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a new reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And now for Geshe Geluk and Geshe Sangpo's long, happy, healthy lives, 7 Tara mantras. Om Tari Tu Re So Ha. 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 Om Tari Tu Re So Ha.
Thank you very much. So enjoy Sunday with just pure. Yeah. Thank you, all my friends on Zoom. Then anybody watching on YouTube, have a nice Sunday. See you next Sunday, hopefully.
Gracias, Ale.
Saludos.
Gracias, Alejandra. Buenos días. Gracias, Gisela. Gracias, Ale. Muchas gracias.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next week.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.